Hello guys, welcome back. Today we have the Aerox 5 wireless mouse. I will not do a full cover-up review of this mouse, but will cover the basic and my impressions of this mouse. So in the box, we have the USB-C to USB-A cable, and we have the USB-C wireless dongle, then we have the extension adapter and a useless information guide. Nothing really fancy. The Aerox 5 feels well built. The body is very sturdy and there are no rattling sounds when using the mouse normally. However, there's a very faint rattle when you shake the mouse aggressively. There are also some creaking sounds when you press down forcefully on the shell, but these minor issues aren't present when using the mouse normally. This issue has also been reported by users online. However, it isn't noticeable during use and doesn't affect the mouse's performance. Other than that, the mouse has a premium look and feel. The high quality ABS plastic both contributes to the great looks and thanks to the lack of any shine, and the subtle texture gives the mouse a tactile feel. This mouse also has an IP54 rating, which means it's waterproof in moderate levels, offering moderate protection against dust and spill from your energy drink or coffee. So don't worry, the honeycomb pattern is not that fragile. The SteelSeries Aerox 5 wireless has superb rounded feet that glide very well on mouse pads and desks. They make a slight scratching sound on both surfaces, but don't create any noticeable drag. The mouse uses a non-dyed pure PTFE feet with slightly rounded edges. Glide is excellent and thickness average. Upon closer inspection, one can see that the feet appear more translucent than most others, which is due to little to no dye being used. The ring around the sensor ensures CPI stay consistent upon applying vertical pressure. You can program all of the buttons on the SteelSeries Aerox 5 wireless, including the up-down inputs of the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel has a grippy rubber surface, its steps feel smooth but well defined, and it operates quietly. The top side button also has both up and down inputs. The left and right click buttons are also programmable. On SteelSeries homepage, they indicate they use golden micro switches rated for 80 million clicks. The Aerox 5 wireless has a matte black plastic body with diamond-shaped cutouts on the top and bottom that reduce the overall weight. It has a small SteelSeries logo on the left click and 3 RGB zones. One of the RGB zones is inside the mouse, visible through the body cutouts. The other 2 zones are in a strip that runs around the bottom edge of the mouse at the back. Overall, this mouse looks very similar in style to other mice in the SteelSeries Aerox lineup and is visually identical to the wired version of the SteelSeries Aerox 5. When it comes to the feeling of the Aerox 5, it does feel a rather long mouse with a high curve that arches into the back of your palm. It allows for a relaxed and comfortable fit when the hand is sitting further back. From this position, the 2 main mouse buttons, scroll wheel, DPI adjuster, and most of the side buttons are easily in reach. 2 regular side buttons and 1 vertical switch button are positioned where the thumb sits on the left-hand side. These are really easy to use and can be programmed to get a bunch of functionality out of them. There's 1 forward button for the thumb that I can't get to without adopting a more claw-styled grip on the mouse, however. It's proof that the mouse can be used fairly comfortably with both popular styles of grip, but those wanting to sit their hands further back may have to do without that extra side button most of the time. The Aerox 5 wireless is a genuinely large mouse. It's not just long and wide, but bulky as well, clearly tailored towards filling the palm as best as possible. The hump is centered, somewhat tapered, and gradually slopes down towards both ends. The width between the front and middle remains almost constant, but increases towards the back, which flares out towards the right side in particular. The thumb area isn't necessarily curved, but rather recessed, more so towards the front. Another peculiarity is the large overhang, which creates the impression the entire top is asymmetrically shifted forward. The main buttons feature somewhat deep comfort grooves and extend across the entire width, dipping down towards the edges. Overall, a design focused on comfort that works well in practice. As for grip styles, I'd say the Aerox 5 wireless is mostly suited for palm and to a lesser extent claw grip. It's a large mouse with a fairly pronounced hump and bulky body, which makes it suit larger hands. For reference, my hands are 19 cm long and 10 cm wide, and I found the Aerox 5 wireless comfortable in claw grip. The Aerox 5 uses the TrueMove air sensor based on the Pixart Paw 3335, which is a customized Pixart of Paw 3335. This sensor is not bad, but also not the best on the market. The available polling rate options are 125, 250, 500 and 1000 Hz. You can set up to 5 CPI settings per user profile and cycle between them using the dedicated CPI button behind the scroll wheel. Before we start the sound test, I must say that the main buttons are very loud, clicky and annoying, to be honest. They are louder than the wired version of the Aerox 5 and the Rival 5. So my impression of this mouse in Fortnite is that if you use claw grip type, then this mouse is very good because you can reach this button here, and you will also be able to use the side buttons, and generally the button up here will be difficult because you have to do like this and reach up, but I mean, you can always train yourself to do that. Other than that, palm grip is very good on this mouse, but you will not be able to reach this button here unless you have a large sized hand. So, but let's try it out, guys, and see how it goes. Okay, not bad so far. Let's try the 360 Dragon. Well, so to be honest, I think it's feel good. It's not a bad mouse, to be honest. Let's try the shotgun. So, to be honest, I think it's a good mouse, guys. Mouse. If you want to buy it, or try it, or whatever you want to do, I say go for it. It's not my choice of mouse, but maybe if they make it a little smaller in the future and removes those weird buttons here, then I would probably try it again. But other than that, I think it's a quality mouse with a cool honeycomb type. So go for it, guys. Good luck, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.